Hi, Albert here with Mainland Cycle Center. Today I want to show you a pre-owned 2006 Buell Ulysses. So 2006 model Buell Ulysses, just 2,600 miles on this one. This bike is super clean. Turn that key off, I just noticed the key was still on. Super clean, has the added luggage, so the side bags and the rear trunk all have been added to it, and those are the original equipment Buell accessory bags. Otherwise, it looks like it has a zero gravity windscreen on it. Looks like maybe the grips have been changed. I don't think those are the factory grips. On it, 1200cc V-twin, the motor in this bike based on the 1200 Sportster motor. I think a little more hopped up. I think these are a little more horsepower than what you find in a regular Sportster, but really ran nice. One of the cool things that Buell did on his bikes is this front brake. So it has this really large disc mounted out by the rim. So instead of having two smaller discs, he's got one large disc with a 6-piston caliper, and so really nice stopping power, stainless braided brake line there, but pretty unique feature, definitely very cool, a little different looking. And then this aluminum monocoque frame, aluminum swing arm, belt drive, and I don't know if you can get an idea just how clean this bike is, but it's very nice, very well kept by the previous owner, and very happy to get it. This bike, we loved getting nice, clean, pre-owned bikes in. You know, because you know, when you look at a bike, you can almost tell how one's been treated just by looking at it. If it's dirty and it's scratched and dented and all that stuff, well, that tells you how it's been treated. And then if one's really clean like this, that also tells you how it's been treated. So really just really nice bike. This bike is super clean. I'm having a hard time finding any flaws to point out on this bike at all. Just it's that nice, really is. So there's a look at your primary on this one. Looks like it has these foot pegs that drop down a little bit, if you can see this little bracket here. So like I said, for touring, straight, take that bend out of your knee. It does have a remote rear shock spring preload adjuster, so you can adjust the rear shock spring right there. It has this little thing here. It doesn't really work so well with the peg with the bag on here, but this, I believe you could turn it up to use it like a backrest there, and then also it would flip over to make a luggage rack or set down on top of the seat there. And I guess you could even tie something down on top of the seat right there for a trip, so that's kind of cool. Nice tall bar. It's got a crossbar on it, almost a dirt bike or ATV looking handlebar. It's got hand guards on it, but you can again just see how clean everything is on this bike. It has a 12-volt power outlet there, analog speedo and tachometer with all your regular warning lights for fuel injection, fuel, high beam, neutral, oil pressure, turn signals, that kind of stuff. 2,621 miles on this bike. Hopefully you can see that. Inverted front forks on this one. Let's go ahead and crank it up for you. Runs great, idles good. This bike just drives beautifully, and it's actually quite smooth. It's got just a little bit of rhythm to it. You can feel that V-twin. If you're looking in the video, you can kind of see the fender and the turn signals and saddlebags move a little bit. But once you get on the RPMs on this bike, it really smooths out, and it's really quite a nice bike to ride. So, dual headlights on the front. You know, this motorcycle kind of falls into that category of what a lot of people might call an ugly motorcycle. I don't think it's ugly, but you know, it's not a traditional cruiser, it's not a traditional sport bike, and it's you know, the adventure bikes are taking on a life of their own right now. And so anyway, I've really come to love these bikes that are really functional, really functional, and I think there's a beauty to it also, especially this bike with the frame, the front disc, the swing arm. There's a lot of really nice styling cues, especially if you're motorcycle nerdy like I am. Anyway, 2006 Buell Ulysses. This bike is just gorgeous. If you think this bike works for you, you definitely should come and look at this one. If you come and look at this bike, there's no reason why once you come and see this bike that you would not buy it. It is absolutely in great condition. It runs perfectly. I have not been able to find any flaws with this bike whatsoever. It actually absolutely is a beautiful, well-kept bike, just the kind of pre-owned bike you'd like to buy. So there it is, 2006 Buell Ulysses. All right, we are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in Marque, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com or by phone at 409-948-4969. And we would just love it if you'd give us a call, shoot us an email, or even better, come by and see us in person here at Mainland Cycle Center, where we'd love to help any way that we can. Hey, thanks for watching.